And we are live. What is up, guys? Welcome to another stream. My hair looks weird. Let's move this a little bit closer as well. What's up, Hayas Matt? Well, what's up, Nabil? Welcome, guys, to the stream. Hopefully today we don't have a nightmare like yesterday with YouTube chat. So I'm trying something a little bit different now. And hopefully everything will be good. Hayas Matt, remind me, was it you that wanted Banana line yesterday? So then I'd know I can start with that one actually instead of mine Spessa barn. Okay, cool. Let me change this then. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing good today. I'm still recovering, man. I didn't go to university again today. Still been sneezing a little bit, but getting better slowly. Hello, Connor. Welcome to the stream. Forgive me yesterday for not responding to you on YouTube. I actually couldn't. YouTube didn't let me see everyone's YouTube chat yesterday for some reason, so I could only see Twitch. So I didn't mean to ignore you guys. You missed my message. Did you message me on Discord, Nabil? Discord sometimes it will give me notifications. Other times it won't give me notifications. Okay. I thought about it just before, just before I started this stream. I thought about it. I said hello. I said hello, Nabil. I said hello, hi, hello, Nabil. And then I started waffling. My Twitch has just crashed. But yeah, don't worry, bro. I saw you, man. Come on. I didn't see your Discord message though. I just saw it now. But yeah, I'll reply to it. I'll reply to it because there's a little bit there in it, so I'll reply to that later. Hopefully I remember. Can I try London King's Cross? We don't have any King's Cross routes, Connor. The closest we have is the East Coast Main Line, which I could run if you'd like, but that doesn't go all the way down to King's Cross, unfortunately. We have King's Cross St. Pancras for the Southeastern High Speed route, if you want to see that. But we don't have King's Cross itself. Let's go to Banana line. I'm gonna need to get through the introduction, the train intro, so that I know what I'm doing. It always confuses me because it's the one route that doesn't have the train in the picture. It makes me start doubting myself, like, bro, do I really have this? Do I actually have that route? Let me do this one. So what was I gonna say? I don't remember. There was something I was gonna say at the beginning and I completely forgot. Alright, these views
Welcome to this training
different.
module on the RHB ABE 812 Allegra Electric Multiple Unit in RHB livery.
No shot, my phone just
During this introduction, you will learn the cold start procedure and basic operation.
Oh yeah,
for
that's what I
this
wanted to
vehicle.
address. I asked Matt. Give me 1 second when this
Before we
introduction
begin with the
finishes.
vehicle, we must first adjust the manual
Basically,
junction.
hold
Set
on.
the manual junction to the right position to proceed.
So Hayasma, if you have Discord, bro, please add LWD Adnan, and I'll just message you on Discord because I was gonna make a video on it, and then I thought to myself, it's very it's a very simple thing. It's very easy and quick. I think a video might be even too much. So you can send me a message, and then I can send you a picture of the file that I was talking about.
Now that the junction is set correctly, open the cab door and climb aboard to the first step when setting. Now we need to power on the train's batteries. Press and hold the battery button until its light comes on. Set the headlights to the full position, as this will let others. The Allegra is a dual voltage train, capable of
Because I've
using
never
either
driven this train
AC or
before.
DC power collected from the overhead lines.
So
Since we are on the Berliner line, we
I
shall
wouldn't
be
know where to
using
start.
the DC pantographs located at the front and rear of the train to provide the vehicle with enough power to output up to 200. For normal DC operation, setting the cruise control to the correct position is crucial for ensuring a safe journey. Before releasing the brakes, apply a small amount of throttle. The power that the cruise control can apply is limited by the
All right,
throttle
Asma, thank you.
position.
I will check it after. It told me, huh? Hey, what's wrong with this game? What's wrong with this game? I followed the instructions. If the signal's like dangerous, not my fault. You told me to go, so I went. That is ridiculous. Oh, look at his views, though. I love it. But that's so ridiculous. I followed the instructions.
Welcome to this training
Asma, I will, yeah, I'll
ABB
tend to after the stream.
H12
Because I need to
electric
respond to
multiple
Nabil on
unit in
Discord as well.
RHB livery. During this introduction, you will learn the cold start
Nabil,
procedure
because so I can
and
do these
basic
streams, innit?
operation for
So
this
if somebody
vehicle.
comes and wants to see something, I don't tell them,
Before
oh,
we
sorry,
begin with
no,
the
I don't
vehicle,
have it.
We must first adjust the manual junction.
I know it's a bit of a waste
Set
of
the
money, innit,
manual
at times,
junction
but
to the right position to proceed.
I like to try and think ahead of time, basically. Hey, what was that, though? Well, come on, man. I got done so dirty then. That's ridiculous.
Now that the junction is set correctly, open the cab door. The first step when setting up this vehicle is to unlock. Now we need to power on the train's batteries. Press and hold the battery button. Set the headlights to the full. The Allegra is a dual. Setting the cruise control to the correct position is crucial. Before releasing the brakes, apply a small amount of throttle.
Look, it tells me to put the brakes into release. Come on, man.
The power that the cruise control can apply is limited by the throttle.
That is so poor. So poor. It does look good. I like it. You know why it looks good, Hayasma, I think? Because of the screens. The screen on the right is on. The screen to the left is on. Usually, this screen will be like a very basic. It will have something very basic on it. Whereas now it seems to have a bit more life than what we usually get. So see when I say when it comes to immersion and realism, a lot of the time it's the simple small things.
This brake is ineffective at very low speeds, and so the train brake should be used to come to a complete stop. The train brake will apply the Allegra's air brakes along. This concludes this training module.
Like on I'll always use this example
that explains the full functionality and features of this
for
multiple unit.
Blackpool to Preston. One thing that caught my attention like that and made me feel so immersed was how the pylons for like the electricity lines, they weren't just near the route, they were also far away in the distance. When you're traveling on a train and you're going through open fields, that's something that you see in the far distance. You'll see the pylons. I haven't seen that on any other route, and I didn't realize until I played Blackpool to Preston. And I was like, hold on a second, that's crazy. Anyway, scenic views. Let's do this. It's a bit weird. Let's do this scenario here. Take your passengers to the most scenic locations and allow them to take beautiful photos along the journey. Well, I can't really allow them to take beautiful photos. That's kind of on them, isn't it? I'm not really in control of that. Or are they going to want me to stop at certain places so people can take photos? Trust me. Welcome to Ospizio Bernina. You're taking over a special service, stopping at the most scenic places along the way to Tirano. At each stop, your passengers will have time to take some beautiful photos. Well, hour 35 is not the longest run I've ever done.
Allegra, ladies and gentlemen, the train crew of the Rhaetian Railway welcomes you on board our Regio and wishes you a pleasant journey. If you have any questions, the train crew will be happy to answer them for you.
Why do I set the headlights? Oh. I wish the mirrors actually reflected correctly. Cruise control, we can control that after. Parking brakes on 0%, that's calm. It's a shame this little screen isn't on. That's our door controls, safety systems off, safety systems on. Is that it? It's literally just that button by itself. I don't know what C-stay is. I don't think that's English. Alright, cool. You try Preston. I have tried Preston. Would you like to see Preston? Connor, I can add that to the list if you want. Why does it always want me to go when there's a red signal in front of me? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to remove this as well, aren't I? The stop marker, because of these guys' obsession to have it on. Indeed, Connor, I will add that to the list. And let me do that now, because knowing myself, I'll end up forgetting. Alright, I've added that to the list. It's going to be a while though, because this is a fairly long scenario. So it might take a bit of patience. I guess we'll see if we manage to finish it or not. And maybe I'll save it around halfway. Is it just me, or is it very dark in here? Beautiful scenery though, I'll tell you what. Actually very beautiful. Lighthouse technology is something else I really look forward to, what that's going to bring for the future of TSW. It blows my mind what Rivet can do with like models, and I guess scenery now is going to be something that's going to be easier for them to work on, but they still struggle with sounds, man. They still struggle with sounds. I wish they could, I don't know, maybe source their sounds to someone else, or I don't know, get a bigger team, you know, get some more sound people in. I don't know. because the upcoming logo, it's a little bit worrying in terms of audio quality. Let's see how well we can brake with just our dynamic brakes. Oh, it wanted me to stop there. I was expecting a station. So it actually wants me to stop so people can take photos. No, not the London Overground. They're making a. Are you talking about Rivet? When I was speaking about Rivet, they're making a Scottish train, the 170, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think that's the name for it. It's gonna be a DLC. Yeah, I guess because of the passengers. The funny thing is, where's the you know, the carriage that came as a DLC for Arosa line that was specifically created What is it? What? Allow the passengers to take photographs. What are you talking about? Does it want me to let them out? Huh? It's not very clear. Anyway, it would be nice if there was some sort of if it made sense. It would be great. But yeah, anyway. I always feel like you can only expect so much from a Rivet DLC, really. I feel like it's really dark in the cab. And look, when I look down, it's fine. But when I look up, because of that stupid... there's a name for it, but I forgot. The thing they introduced with TSW4 with the lighting. Very silly. Then I realized my nose wasn't as bad before I started talking. It's the talking that makes my nose run. I guess they have done well with the announcements. It's good that they've got announcements now. It's another level of immersion. How's your internet today, by the way, Hayasma? Is it better than yesterday? I'm gonna pop open one of these just to I have to say, when you're in a tunnel, the cab looks like... I think it's pretty good. Didn't you just compliment it as well?
Hier eröffnet sich ein herrlicher Blick über das Puschlav, das Val Poschiavo. In der Ferne spiegelt sich die Wasserfläche
Good. I'm happy for you. Good. No more struggling at 144p.
L'esclusivo punto panoramico Alp Rum, che a 2091 metri offre una vista del ghiacciaio del Palù.
Connor, I think your announcements might be a little bit off. Unless those improvements are for Christmas 2024. Otherwise, I think they're a little bit delayed. But yeah, I was saying there was a carriage released for Arosa Line, a DLC, that was created for the purpose of like taking in the scenery. It's glass. It's clear. So where is it? Because how are people going to take pictures from just like a normal, you know, like a normal carriage? It's not that, it's not impossible, but you know. No, it was a few DLCs. So it was I don't remember the name of it. I don't know if it was the anniversary DLC or what, but there was a DLC that came with like a DLC. There was a carriage that came with Christmas lights. There was new liveries for the carriages, not for the carriages, for the locos. There was the one that I'm talking about, the scenic carriage. And it doesn't make sense to me that they haven't brought it over here. If I don't forget, I'll show you after we finish this one. But it does seem very odd. I have no idea because I joined TSW 4 not so long ago. Yeah. It came out, I think, when it came out with TSW 3, I think. Came out with TSW 3. Well, the route itself is a TSW 2 route, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's TSW 2. But then they were still releasing DLC for it, even afterwards. Nah, but compare this though to a roaster line. The views, the quality. Like, boy, maybe I need to make a video on that because the improvement is a lot. They've really improved. They've really improved. Oh my god, I didn't realize it takes... Jesus. Okay. Okay, so we're not actually stopping anywhere. We're just taking photos. Look at this though. My god. How well is it going to manage downhill gradients? We're in a 7%. It's doing well, to be honest. The same can't be said on a roaster line. But then even the physics were atrocious. There's the outside highest map. You got a lake down there. Got some mountains. It's gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. You want to see the train itself from the outside? Oh, there's another set of tracks that run there. I wonder if we're gonna end up... that might be where we end up. Yeah, let me wait until we go out of the tunnel. It's going to be hard to see anything otherwise. I think a lot of people use ratios when they're talking about gradients, whether it's 7%, whether it's 1 in whatever. I don't have any clue what they mean, but I just know 7% is steep. In a normal route, the most you'll get is like 2%, and even that you won't really see a lot. So 7%. I mean, you can't really tell, to be honest. You can't really tell. I think you have to be like far away to really tell, or you have to have like flat ground next to it to compare. But otherwise, it's pretty hard to tell. Even 3.5% is a lot. Like I said, the most I've seen, or not the most I've seen, but the most that I would usually come across is about 2%. So even 3.5 is a lot. Also, Connor, just for the future, for future reference, if you tap in the chat on YouTube and you see that I don't respond to you, try and go over to Twitch, because it could just be that YouTube's playing up. I think I have found a way that works now around that issue, but yeah, just in case it happens again. I know Scott was very upset yesterday because he thought I was ignoring him. We're going down the mountain, Hayasma, so I think it's going to be 7% the whole way. And then obviously if we're going back up, then it's going to be again 7% upwards. Let me remove, maybe this is just my monitor, but let me remove motion blur real quick, because I think as we're turning, it's not really letting me... It's sort of blending in the scenery with itself. It could just be my monitor, but why do I feel like things look even worse now? I don't know where this signal is. Oh, there it is. I can see it now. I guess we are waiting for a train to come up the other way. Alright, Asmat, take care. Well, in that case, let's go to Preston. Let's go to your route, Connor, because I don't know what happened there. I guess you were expected to stop before the signal, but I didn't see anything showing where to stop. Anyway. Let's go on to Preston. Let's do this Ormskirk to Preston service. I mean, I enjoyed that little bit of time. Take care, IS Matt. Hopefully see you again before the stream ends. Tail lights are on, they look like. Let's change this to Preston. Perfect. What livery are we rocking? The classic. No, I feel I need motion blur back on. Not gonna lie. It masters a lot of the weirdness. Oh, I completely forgot we have access to announcements here.
The next station stop is Watford. shortly be arriving at Croston. The next station stop is Croston.
We've still got a 70 limit, Connor, but we do have a station coming up, so yeah, we are going to have to slow down regardless. Unfortunately, we get to stay at a 70 limit for a while. Get to really see what this Class 142 is made of. With all its different engine variants as well. Slow down to 0. We'd have been in trouble if we didn't.
The next stop is Preston, where this service ends.
That didn't take us so long at all to get to Preston. I'm impressed. Although, we have been gunning it at 70 miles per hour since we left Omskirk, so kind of makes sense. Yes, sir. Slow down to 0 we shall. Gonna go for a little token exchange. Let's get our window ready. Thank you very much. You drive a bus on Northern? What do you mean, Connor? Welcome back, Nabil. $70 miles an hour by the looks of things. We've been doing 70 miles per hour for like 90% of the route so far, and we're 2 miles away from our final destination. So it's pretty good. Surprisingly good, actually. I didn't really know much about the route before it came out on here. And with the stock that we're running, you know, and in the time period, 70 miles an hour running was the last thing I was expecting. now we're up to 75. Class 47 heading up the other way. Frames have taken a big hit, boy. Can't say I'm entirely surprised. There's a lot going on between the tracks, Preston, the overhead wires. No, it's not a bot, that's Connor. Connor likes his announcements. You know what it is? It's sunset and sunrise lighting. The shadows that they cast are very tough on hardware, especially with the graphics mod. This reminds me of how my PC was running yesterday. Oh my goodness me. We made it on 2 frames a second. We made it. Just about made it. Might as well continue doing the journey mode here, isn't it? Either way, we're getting progress made, so can't complain. Let's see how it's going to be starting off at Preston. Yeah, starting off at Preston. Pretty smooth, so it's definitely the shadows that were causing a madness just then. I love the nameplates on those units.
The next station stop is Kirkham.
We can certainly do that, Lindsay. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to add that to the list right now. And as soon as we're done this current run on Preston to Blackpool, we will head over to the Glossop line. Is there a particular run you'd like to see on the Glossop line, Lindsay? Or is it just anything goes?
Wesham.
Anything, not a problem at all. We've got somewhere between 20 to 30 minutes, 20-25 minutes around then, to the end of this run, and then we'll head over to Manchester. Thank you very much, Lindsay, for the subscription. Getting us ever closer to our goal, which I don't have an incredible amount of hope for. We shall continue believing and having faith. I think I calculated that at the rate that we're gaining subscribers, by the end of the year, we won't even have reached 1500s. But hey ho. It's always good to have a target. I just don't understand it. What do you not understand, then, Bill? What's on your mind? The announcements. What's not to understand? It's a train sim stream. He's having fun with it, innit? I'll be very honest, the Glossop is another line I haven't driven yet. But I've driven the 323, so I have a fair idea of what to expect on that front. I think there's been somewhat of an enhancement pack. I could be wrong though. That's come out for that route. I guess we'll just see what my first... My sort of first look opinion is going to be.
You will shortly be arriving at Kirk Question.
Can you do the guarding scenario? Indeed we can. Indeed we can. Do you know what it's called off by heart, Lindsay? Otherwise, don't worry about it. I can I'll probably end up finding it myself. No one wants to go in, no one wants to go out. These guys are absorbed in the darkness. On guard. All right, perfect. Thank you. Makes life a whole lot easier. I do wonder if we're ever going to see anything like that again. I wonder if it's one of those things that has been brought in once and never to be seen again. I guess we're always going to have a chance to sort of roleplay it with the freedom that, for example, this very train here gives us with the guarding capabilities. But it's never, well, at least for the foreseeable future, it's never going to be something that's, you know, going to end up being official or something that we end up getting points for or a particular score. Someone's left their golf set. That cup of coffee. I completely forgot about all of these. That's nice, isn't it? Bit of ambiance.
The next stop is offside.
Yeah, they really are something, aren't they, Lindsay? Especially when you put it into notch 7 and you hear it giving everything they can. Different gravy. Not to mention the bounce, although apparently it was a little bit miserable in real life. As someone who's never experienced it, other than on here, I fairly enjoy it. But yeah, during that time period, this was not the train you wanted to see pull up. I missed them. Did you get to ride on them then, Lindsay? If so, what was that experience like? Not bad, really. I'll be honest, the only opinions I've heard from people that have ridden them is that they're miserable, loud, uncomfortable. You get the gist.
The next station stop is Moss Side.
But bumpy, for sure. I think that was their most famous characteristic. It's a real shame that we're not really getting much activity from, you know, passengers getting on and off. And it's a real shame that that's been a problem for as long as it has been. They're fun to drive, Lindsay. I never had the option of riding in them, given my age, but and location, I guess. But they're definitely fun to drive in game. I wonder what they were like with all the gears. That was a train I actually really struggled with for a long time. And then once I got the gearing nailed down, I then had to get used to the lapsed brakes. That was another struggle on its own. But now, I find them really, really fun to drive. And apparently they're a lot more fun with a rail driver. Which hopefully one day we can get our hands on. They were bad to ride on, Lindsay. They can't be worse than the Pacers, surely. Excuse my sniffles.
Shortly be arriving at Lytham.
Wow. That's one thing I actually have never really heard anyone speak on. if I remember correctly, I've heard them be praised, but I haven't really had anything negative on them. Oh, that's some pesos. Damn, they must have been bad. I mean, in that case, at least I would hope the drivers had some fun going through the gears. I guess maybe not necessarily ideal compared to the diesels, which are a lot easier to drive. But at least, you know, you were a bit more involved. Was it just the seats themselves then, I can imagine? Because surely it wasn't as uncomfortable as a pacer in terms of like the bumpiness. So I would think that it would come down to the seats, which I have heard a fair few complaints about from that era. Never been to Scotland, no. But there's a small possibility I'll be going there soon. And if I don't go there soon, then I'll definitely go later. I do want to try and drive through the mountains and just the general countryside that's out there. I'm a sucker for driving in nice scenery. Why? Why what? Why have I never been to Scotland? Or why would I want to go there and drive? I also would want to go there for the trains as well. Not that there's anything necessarily special, but just because, you know, it's different. We don't have any diesels down in London. Well, we do, but not for passenger trains. Oh, am I planning to go? I've got friends whose his brother does sort of buys cars that need tending to.
The next stop is Amstel Fairhaven.
And he's offered me a little job for it, basically, where I go up to different cities, or you know, wherever I would need to go. To just pick up the cars that he buys. So he buys them off Auto Trader and, you know, any other car selling website. He's got a recovery van as well, so my job would be to take the van to wherever I need to go and get the car. And Scotland's been mentioned a few times as possible destination, so fingers crossed that comes together soon. That would be very handy. So yeah, I wouldn't. If it does sort of end up going through, it wouldn't just be Scotland. It would be, like I said, wherever I'd need to go. And I am a bit of a traveler at heart, so it would be nice to just drive around the country and visit new places. I've been to Birmingham once. I went with a friend and his wife to pick up their new car. I enjoyed that. It was only Birmingham, but I think it was just the trip in itself and, you know, visiting a new destination for me that I think that was probably the only reason I enjoyed it, really.
The next station stop is St Anne's on the Sea.
Oh, really? Lucky you. How's that? I bet you enjoyed that. I'm currently awaiting training to join the London Underground as a customer service assistant, and then I plan to work my way towards train driver for a little while. No pressure on me then, driving a northern service with you on board. Feel free to tell me off. I think we might have Glossop line announcements as well. I'll have to double check, but we'll get those activated as well if we do have them. Yeah, good for you, man. One thing that's always worried me a little bit in terms of the idea of being a train driver, I tend to fall asleep on public transport very easily. I think it's just a feeling of being rocked.
St Anne's on the Sea.
So I do fear a little bit how I'd fare as a train driver. I think for a while I'll be alright because it would still be new, and then I feel like once I start getting used to it, might be a bit hard to keep myself awake. That's the only thing I'm worried about. And even I have worked at an underground station before and spoken to a lot of different train drivers, and a lot of them do face that problem of being tired. So they've always got a coffee or some sort of energy drink with them. So I think we've only got 2 more stops, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And then we will make our way over to Glossop. Oh, really? I feel like the Joe for Avanti might be a little bit more exciting than than Northern. How was that? Definitely a change of pace, right? Well, I guess, okay, you go fast, but if the scenery is repetitive, it's like driving on the motorway, I guess. It's very easy to get bored driving on the motorway. It's like, cool, you're going quickly, but it's just the same markings and the road, the same road over and over again. Whereas something like a countryside, you could drive a lot slower and get a lot more enjoyment out of it. I love having train drivers on my stream. Scary, really. They're always scary about it.
The next stop is Squire's Gate.
You've driven on the Glossop line. How does it compare then to what we have in game? Have Dovetail got it right? I know it's been a while now since it's been released. I guess the question still stands. On the 323, how does it compare to how does the one that we have in game compare to the real one? Or have you not played the route yet? Because I know they spent a lot of time even with a real driver when they were developing the 323. So it's supposed to be pretty good, pretty accurate. Yeah, nice. That's good to hear then. That's really good to hear. It does feel like a very smooth train to drive. It feels like... It just feels very nice, to be honest.
We'll shortly be arriving at Blackpool South, where this service ends.
What about the route itself? The scenery, the stations, etc. Did Dovetail get that right as well? In your opinion? It is smooth. I mean, with current modern day, should I say, trains, they're always going to prioritize comfort, aren't they, for passengers? So they're always going to aim for that smoothness. And here we are at Blackpool South. We've made it in one piece. Let's see what we've got for announcements, shall we? I could do Cathcart Circle as well. But do you want that instead of Glossop, or shall I do Glossop Line and then do Cathcart Circle afterwards? After, not a problem at all. We do have Glossop Line announcements. Now, don't expect these to be absolutely, completely realistic. They are just made to somewhat increase immersion. Hopefully, announcements can be a standard part of the game at some point. Right, so let's start with 2 Golf 04, Manchester Piccadilly to Hadfield via Glossop. Right, I'm gonna have to watch for these announcements because they're numbered very strange. Right. First things first. Get those doors open. Lights look like they're all set for us. DRA, I'm not going to have to worry about that. Seems like we're pretty much good to go. Wish we had a little bit more going on here, but it will do. Ah, I can just move these announcements, so I won't have to manually check them every time. Got about 40 seconds ago. Can I do? Oh, the guard scenario. Yes, 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 yes. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. Thank you for the reminder. Let's get right to that. Have they not included it as a core scenario? Doesn't seem like it. Today you will be taking on the role of a train guard on board a service for Manchester. The train you'll be working on will be arriving shortly. Board the train and take over as the guard until the end of the service. Easy there, mate. Good day to you. Got a 66 coming up the other way. Decent amount going on. Your duties as a guard include operating the doors of the train, checking passenger tickets, and keeping passengers safe on their journey. Stand on the platform and wait for passengers to board the train. We can start preparing for departure once the doors are clear of any passengers or blockages. Well, I think we're pretty much ready to go now, to be honest. We are now ready to depart. Close all passenger doors before closing your cab door. Once done, signal the driver that the train is ready to depart by pressing the signal buzzer twice. Seems easy enough. You will need to check the tickets of passengers who have boarded the train, decide if their tickets are valid or not by comparing the date and destination of the tickets with today's date and this service's destinations. Very well. Right. So it's the 30th of October, and we've got Gorton, Ashbury's, Ardwick, and Manchester Piccadilly. We've got 30th of October, it's completely valid. From Gadbridge to Ardwick, that's completely right. Perfect, thank you. Why am I just checking specific people? Surely this is some form of, it's not the greatest treatment, is it? 30th of October, that's completely valid to Ardwick. Perfect, thank you. Screen is blurry. Check your settings. Your video settings, Lindsay. To Gorton and the 11th of October. Your ticket is expired, good sir. Sorry, this isn't valid on this train. You'll need to buy a new ticket or get off at the next stop. No fine? He's a lucky fella. You would definitely know your ticket expired by a good 2 weeks. What about you? We're not stopping at Guidebridge, unfortunately, good sir. You'll need to get off. So I guess now we head towards, back towards the, back towards the rear cab. Hello, mate. I'll let you do your thing. All right, Lindsay, thank you for stopping by. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for the subscription. And have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. And hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow. This is a very tight gap, isn't it? Jesus. Cost of living is affecting everything. This is very narrow in general. See you later, Lindsay, mate. Pardon me. We'll be streaming some more Train Sim World. We should be streaming some more Train Sim World. Same time as today, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. GMT. All right, take care. Let's see what other passengers we have to deal with today. To Ashbury, 30th of October. You're all good. Thank you very much. Hello, ma'am. To Ardic, 30th of October. Perfect, thank you. Hello, good sir. 27th of October. I'm sorry, but this isn't valid. Have a good day. And make sure you get off for the next stop. All good here, thank you. Third of October, Jesus Christ, mate, get off. Saying a charity train. And you, I think, is the reason why you've come to hide at the very front of the train. As I suspected, expired ticket. Get off the train, mate. Should be dishing out fines, really. My immersion is ruined.
Please remain behind the yellow line at all times. Trains pass through this station at high speed and can cause turbulence.
There's a person too close to the platform edge. Ask them to move away before we depart. I guess it's this good sir over here. Hello, mate. Sorry, I didn't realize I was over the line. I'll move out the way. Thank you. Not really much of a line though, is there? Can't really blame the fella. Alright. Whoops, oh. That wasn't meant to happen. Hello, ma'am. Expire ticket. Get off my train. Hello, good sir. Expire ticket. Goodbye. Hello, ma'am. To Ashbury's. We've left Ashbury's, unfortunately, lad. So, well, lass. So, that's not valid. You're all good. Hello, sir. From Ashbury's to Ashbury's. So, he's bought a ticket to sit at a station, I guess. You need to get off, mate. They've timed it very well. By the time you make it back into the cabin, the train's just approaching the next station. We're on this side now. Alrighty. Hello, madam. Can I have your ticket, please? You're only meant to go as far as Arctic. This ticket is not valid. £60 fine. Hello, lass. To Arctic as well? Nah. Can't pay it. Bailiffs will deal with ya. How about you, mate? Good man. I guess this is another feature that we're just never going to see again. It's been done. It's been done well. It was praised. And we're just never going to see it again. Very typical of Dovetail, unfortunately. This train has reached the end of its service. Lock the doors and make sure all passengers have departed from the train. Why can't I use that button? Oh, it's a little bit off. Thought that might have been a collectible, like we've got on Northern Transpennines, I believe.
AFB, AFB, AFB. Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung. Sifa. Zugbeeinflussung.
Didn't really need to break there, to be honest.
Sifa. Sifa. Zugbeeinflussung. Sifa. Sifa.
Hey, Lindsay. Welcome back to the stream.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Could you do Great Western Express 166? I indeed can. We indeed can do that. Let me wait for C4 to trigger, and I'll add it to the list. There we go. Great Western Express plus 166. And done. Screen is not blurry now. Yeah, I'm thinking it was either from maybe YouTube. Maybe the video settings on YouTube weren't set correctly on your sides.
SIFA.
Everything's running smoothly around this end of things. You know what? I'm gonna save this run here, and then we can go straight to the Great Western Express. I know the runs on the 166 can be pretty long. Let's see if we can find something that fits within the 30-minute window that we've got left. Okay, man, we've literally got 30 minutes on the dot, which is perfect. There we go. We can do this one. 1 Whiskey 00, London Paddington to Hereford. Departing at 8:21. Why is it to January? Set it to March. And let me remove this and this. Alrighty. So we're going straight to Salau. We've already loaded up passengers apparently. Let's see. Yeah, it's been a while since I've sat here. That's all set right. Train lighting should be on. I think it was off. Headlights, of course. Marker lights. That's all set, I believe. We're pretty much ready to go. Heat ourselves up a little bit. Can I see the Benino? If you watch the VOD, you could watch it from the beginning. Benino is the line that we started with. But for today, we are going to end it with this current route. This is going to be our last route for today. You're welcome to come back tomorrow, Petore, for the stream tomorrow, and we can start with Benino if you'd like. You're welcome to subscribe, and catch us tomorrow. This is a much better seated position than what we deal with at the beginning. Yeah, tomorrow at 2 p.m. UK time, Petore, we'll be streaming again, and I can drive the Benina line. It's a very beautiful route. I saw it for the first time today. It's amazing, absolutely beautiful. I will come tomorrow at 3 because I'm going for lunch. All right, Lindsay. You take care, mate. Enjoy your lunch. Could do with some myself, to be honest. I'm running off a bowl of cereal. I don't have Train Sim Mod 4 yet. Is there something you're considering, Lindsay? Okay, what platform are you considering it for? If at all possible, PC would be the best option. I guess it depends on what hardware you have at the end of the day, to be fair. But the flexibility you get with PC, the modifications that you'll be able to, you know, enhance your experience with is second to none, to be honest. Although consoles do provide that sort of kickback and, you know, chill experience. PlayStation, yeah. PlayStation 5 or 4? Five. All right then. Yeah, you'll be in for a treat. I don't know exactly how the PlayStation Store works because, for example, on PC with Steam, you have a 2-hour refund window, so you can give a game a go. If you don't like it, get your refunds. I know refunds are possible on PlayStation 5, but it's not as simple as that. I mean, you definitely have the superior console, so you'll have access to busier timetables for routes, extra layers that you wouldn't have on PlayStation 4, for example. I'd say if it's something that you're sure, you know, you'd get value on, something that you're going to spend time on and, you know, get a lot of enjoyment out of, I would say go for it, to be honest. If you can find a decent sale, console sales are a bit harder to come by than, you know, sales that we get on PC. However, they do happen. There was one recently, actually. So I think on a sale with a decent little bundle, I think that'll sort you out. Take care, man. Take care. I don't think you're going to regret it. See you later, Lindsay. Yay, welcome back, Connor. Hello, Naveen. Welcome to the stream. That rhymes. Only by TSW 4 instead of 3 if there's a route that is out for TSW 4 that you want. If there's no particular route that stands out to you and you're happy with the routes that you have access to on TSW 3, then buy TSW 3 because they're the same game. The only thing different is the routes. Every route that has come out since TSW 4 has been out is only for TSW 4. There's been some updates, but Dovetail are promising to bring those updates to TSW 3 as well. We'll see if they do. And then there's things like Formation Editor, which I think is only in beta for PC anyway. There's some suspension improvements. Those are only for TSW 4. There's photo modes, if that's something you're interested in. That's only for TSW 4. But other than that, the base game is the same. So it just comes down to you, Naveen, whether those particular features that I've mentioned are something that you'd be interested in, or if you don't really care about them. And if you don't really care about them, then TSW 3 is your game. These brakes are not good at all. Oh my god. I've been on emergency brake for about 30 seconds. Would rather not have used it, but it's got the job done. Is there any life lesson I want to give all of you? What a question. Life lesson. There's a couple. I'm trying to choose what I think would be the best one. All right. It's not like a saying or anything of the sort. But whatever you do, have in your mind that you're doing it for other people first. And it will give you more than you can imagine. Wherever that thing is, do it for others first. Do it as a service to other people, for other people. And from it, you will get more than you've ever imagined. It's okay to be selfish sometimes. You can be selfish. Do things that will benefit you, of course, and will build you up. Because even to do things for other people, you need to have built yourself up first. So when you're building yourself up, be selfish. But when you get to a certain level, in all that you do, have as your priority that you're providing a service for other people. And then you will get more from it for yourself, more benefit than you would have ever gotten if you were doing it for yourself in the first place. It might sound like rubbish, but it's one of the most valuable things that somebody can tell you. When you look at every major person in history, every major name in every genre of life, you see that the thing that made them who they were to be, that made them to be recognized, they did it for other people. It was a service that they provided. That's my life lesson to you. One of many that I can give, but I'll give you only that one for now. If you want another one, come back tomorrow, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. This thing was not made for speed. You look at the shape of it, just the shape of it alone, how square it is, lets you know that this thing was never made to go fast. And that wraps it up for today's stream. Thank you to everyone who's participated, who I've had a conversation with, who has followed, who has subscribed, who has liked. It's been a pleasure streaming to you all today once again. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. And we will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. once again. So I'll hopefully catch you guys then. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and peace out.